Hi there, Stan, the Annuity Man at the Annuity Lab. It's the Annuity Lab we're in today. You didn't know that. You thought you were at the Stan, the Annuity Man video channel. No, it's the Annuity Lab. I have on my coat, but I do have on the Annuity Man shirt, and I have a big calculator, and I have my safety goggles in case things fly. But the reason I have all of this and to get your attention is that we need to talk about your 401k. Is that enough for you to retire on? How do we know? How do we go about figuring that out? First of all, you go to my site at theannuityman.com, get all my books. I'll ship them to you for free. You can set a time to talk with me, and you can use our proprietary annuity calculators. But we're getting ready to go deep in the lab. I would put on my goggles, but it would mess up my makeup. We don't want to do that. Makeup! Because this is a face for radio, as we all know. But annuity calculators, lab coat, annuity lab. Let's talk about your 401k. All right, I'm going to keep the safety goggles on just in case things start flying and things get crazy, and you always want to protect your eyes. But let's talk about your 401k. I mean, 401ks replaced the pensions. Most companies don't have pensions. Private companies don't have pensions anymore. I think over 90% do not offer a pension. They offer a 401k. And what's a 401k? It has, mutual funds or whatever inside that. Hopefully it grows during the time that you're working and the employer is putting money in and matching and all that stuff. But at the end of the time period that you work, when you retire, when they don't give you the gold watch, when you just say, I'm out of here, I'm going to take my 401k, I'm going to roll it over to an IRA, and I'm going to try to convert that to income, then the question is, do you have enough money in your 401k to retire? With over 10,000 people reaching their retirement age every single day in the United States, I want you to think about that for a second. 10,000 people every day. So think of a football stadium that seats 10,000. That football stadium every day retires, and they have to figure out what they're going to do with that 401k rollover money. I guess that's the reason you have Fidelity and Vanguard and all those companies like that that are so huge. But a lot of people are looking to annuities as a possibility for a transfer of risk lifetime income, which is a good thing because annuities are the only product on the planet that provide a lifetime income stream that you can never outlive. That's the reason it's called lifetime. They were developed in the Roman times as a pension payment for the dutiful Roman soldiers and their families. That's where annuities come from. And that's what's been sold in this country for the last 200 years. And by the way, you already own an annuity. It's called Social Security, and it's the best inflation annuity on the planet because those increases are political. They're not actuarial. So that's a good thing as well. But when you have your 401k and you have the lump sum, you can go to our site at theannuityman.com and start punching in numbers and looking at quotes, but the bottom line is you don't know what you don't know. With annuities, you can structure these things a myriad of different ways, 30 to 40 different ways. You can structure a lifetime income stream payment, life only, joint life only, life with 10-year, life with 20-year, life with cash refund, life with installment refund. That's the reason you need to talk to me, because I need to make sure that we have your best interest at hand and you're getting the quotes that you need to get from the product that provides the highest contractual guarantee. There's only two questions you need to ask to even determine if you need an annuity. Number one is, what do you want the money to contractually do? And number two is, when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? From those two answers, we can match you up with the right annuity type that will provide the highest contractual guarantee for your specific situation, and we'll quote all carriers. But getting back to the 401k, let's just say you have $500,000 in your 401k upon retirement, and you call me up and say, you know what, I want to set it up life only or joint life with my spouse or partner, and we want the income to start 6 months from now or a month from now or a year from now. We can run those quotes to see what that $500,000 would generate from a lifetime income stream. But I don't like to see people put all their eggs in one basket, and annuities are not for everybody. I mean, that's an understatement. They have to fit and be allocated properly and in proportion, okay? So what I would rather you do is say, me and the wife, me and the spouse, me and the partner need $1,225 a month. We've looked at Social Security, we've looked at all of the other income producing items that we have, and this is the gap that we need to fill. And then I can go do a reverse engineered quote to solve for that amount and use as little money as possible. I think I'm the only guy on the planet out here in the annuity business that would look at a lump sum of money and try to use as little of it as possible to solve for that contractual guarantee. Now, most of the people in the annuity industry are great people, but there are some people that want to take all your money and put it in an annuity. That's not good. The industry does not like that. I mean, you shouldn't have all your eggs in one basket. And in fact, the annuity industry encourages, through the application process, that you do not have more than 50% of your investable assets in an annuity of any type. So you can't go all in. That's good. That's protecting you as the consumer. They don't want the agent to go see the little old lady in St. Augustine, Florida, and put all of her money into an annuity. That's not a good thing. So that's kind of the process of, if you have a 401k, to determine if it's enough for you to live off of. If you don't need the income, if you don't need an income stream from that 401k money, then it comes down to, what do you want the money to do? If you want to protect the principal, then there are certainly annuity types and non-annuity investments that protect the principal fully, like CDs. The multi-year guarantee annuity is the annuity industry version of a CD. That protects the principal, and then you get an interest rate payment. So it really comes down to your customized situation. All right, for those of you out there that their moms used to drop you off at the store and used to go in the candy section, she'd say, "Go get some candy, Stan." I'd go and get these now and laters, which were these taffy things. It's surprising I have any teeth left. But I used to love the grape now and laters. But now I've transitioned that into now and laters for annuities. And what does now and later mean? Now and later for income. You either need income right now or you need income later. And with your 401k or your whatever investable assets you're looking at, that's what I'm going to be asking you. Remember the two questions: what do you want the money to contractually do, and when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? If you say, hey, we need income right now, then that's an immediate annuity, a single premium immediate annuity. We're going to quote all carriers. If it's income later, down the road, say 2, 3, 4, 10 years down the road, then we're going to quote income riders, deferred income annuities, and possibly a QLAC, qualified longevity annuity contract, so that you know to the penny what that income stream will be when you start it in the future. That's a really good planning tool. But the bottom line with all of this is kind of a one-on-one conversation, a consultative approach to say, what's in your best interest as for you, your family, for your beneficiaries? How do you want to structure it from a lifestyle standpoint, a legacy standpoint? In other words, annuities are customizable. People always call. I get a call the other day from a good client, and he said, well, this guy pitched me this product, and he said this product does this, 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 and this, and this product does this, 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 and this. And my answer is, who cares? I mean, you're trying to fit that person's product into your life. It's the reverse. Fit your life into the product. Let me do that again. If someone's pitching you a product, they're trying to fit that product into your life, and you're trying to figure out how it fits in your life. No, wrong. It's the reverse. Your life has to fit in the product, and it might not. Getting back to the questions, what do you want the money to contractually do, and when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? That's the starting point for determining even if you need an annuity. So be careful out there. There's a lot of what I call agenda selling, where an agent is pushing one product, they must love it. They've only learned one, or they love that product, or if they sell enough of it, they go on a trip with their girlfriend to Bora Bora, whatever. Don't just listen to one product. Annuities are commodities, period. People always call me, hey, Stan, what's the best annuity that you have? I don't know. I don't even know if you need an annuity. And even if you do need an annuity, I need to know what type, and then I'm going to quote all carriers. So the best annuity for you is the one that provides the highest contractual guarantee for your specific situations and goals, period. All right, so remember, retirement calculators, there's a lot of them out there. It seems like every site has them, but you really don't know what you don't know, right? I would encourage you to go to my site at theannuityman.com, use our calculators, but at the end of the day, you need to talk with me one-on-one to determine the structure, the perfect structure for your specific situation. Don't guess at it. I mean, I'm going to send you my books. You're going to sign up for those. I'm going to send you those. You're going to learn about the structures. But at the end of the day, you can do it yourself to a point with annuities, but at the very end of the finish line, you need an expert on the other end of the phone, which is me, to help you decide how to structure it and if it fits your specific situation. So with that, hit the subscribe button right below me, and I'll see you on the next Stan the Annuity Man video.